how did early Christian sports movements understand evangelism through athletics, and what can today's coaches really learn from their approach?
Early on, someone like Stagg, they thought of evangelism more as witness and a process of growth. So the idea was that when you're in close proximity to young men, they're impressionable and college age, you can give them an ideal to aspire to, and you can help them grow by presenting that ideal and then giving them standards and encouraging them along the way. So it was a vision of evangelism that was tied more to this, again, this idea of gradual growth over time. And it was also shaped by, in some cases, some liberal theological perspectives that had a view of the human being as fundamentally good, and we will just gradually grow into our potential or God-given potential.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's some really, really important things about what Stagg and other coaches are doing, but I think their understanding of evangelism was sort of a view of, if you get the right leader in place and the coach has the right morals, then through that influence, they'll develop the character of the players. Now, the challenge there is it has nothing to say about sin and salvation, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really important because character formation matters deeply.
Yeah.
But it also sort of sidesteps that question of, okay, like, what is the human condition? Are we fundamentally just good and we can progress towards our potential? Or do we need to talk about like the need to be born again? Is it a question of sin and salvation? So over time, you started to see some sports ministries develop, like the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and others, who are more interested in that question of, hey, we need to not just think about the example the coach can set, not just think about molding the character of the players, but let's think fundamentally about like the state of people's souls, and how do we think through that need to proclaim the gospel in a way that is a message of salvation from sin and character growth that flows from that.
Yeah.
But also doesn't neglect or ignore that really fundamental aspect of Christian doctrine.